Alright guys, this is going to be my LS swap video. Everybody else got a million of these on the internet, so I figured why not join. So it's a 79 Cutlass. So far I've done a few things that I'll just kind of catch up on with you guys. I took the front end off. I got it hanging up here, just kind of get it out of the way. It wasn't too bad. I was taking the air box out anyways, so you got to pull that passenger fender or just pull the whole front end. So I just pulled the whole front end. So I deleted that just because I want to do some vintage air or something later, something different down the road. I want to get rid of all that old stuff, and plus the firewall just looks a lot better that way. So it's a 6.0 LY6 motor. So right now I'm playing the header game, which is not going my way. I decided to buy a set of Speed Engineering headers. They're on their way. Should be here in the next 3 or 4 days. And if those don't go, then I'm going to continue this game. But if you look here, I've had to cut this tube because it crashes hard here. So I had to do some manipulation on this side for the driver's side, which I have the header sitting here, which I just had to make a small adjustment that couldn't just hammer it, but made a change there, which I didn't really think that was too bad. I was going to run with it. It was purged and everything. I added this ring as well. I was happy with the driver's side, to be honest, but we'll keep those for another set, for another project later down the road. But I don't like this, and so I'm just thinking, see what Speed Engineering will do for us. These were some Jegs headers, and just not a big fan of them personally. And it could be, it might not be their fault, it might be my fault, which further explanation will understand that. So I bought a set of Holley motor mounts, and they're around here somewhere. They're probably in this box over here. But when I set the motor down, originally installing it, it was the oil pan was touching the frame. And I called Holley. They didn't want to do anything to help me out. So I talked to them for like 3 months, and I gave up on them. So I work at a sheet metal shop. So I just built my own set of motor mounts. So there wasn't much to it. I just had to add some to pretty much add material to what they already had. And Holley had me up against the firewall real hard as well. So I pulled it forward a little bit. But if anybody needs those dimensions, let me know. I can help you out. Or if you need a set of these motor mounts, they work great. So I actually have a G8 Serp belt setup, and I had to make another set because I'd made a set. They worked, but the back side of the alternator was touching the frame right here, right where the power wire hooks up. So you don't want that. So I pulled the motors a little bit further forward, and it clears that now. So that works good. So if you're running your alternator up here, I have a set that puts your motor a little bit further back, which ideally, the closer your motor is to the rear end, the more power you got. So you might want those motor mounts instead. Or if you're running a G8 setup, then you can pull it forward, which I did, just so you guys know. I did move the motor back. That's why the alternator's off right now. I moved the motor back a little bit, thinking, well, maybe that's what's causing my life to be a pain about in the header. It doesn't matter. It's just as not fun either way. So anyways, just so you know what I've done so far. I've got the motor set up the way I like it. Pretty happy where it's at. You can get some Speed Engineering headers here soon. We'll make a video on putting those on. This is going to be a T56 car. It's going to be a 6-speed manual. So I did go to ProTouringProducts.com. And shout out to these guys. Awesome kit. Worked out great. They have a pedal assembly, and you can't really see too well, but there it is. And it looks great. Awesome. Awesome layout. Everything just went right together. Like, it wasn't fun playing underneath the dash. Never is. But it sure went real well. Looks real good on the outside of the firewall as well. Like, it just Just looks good. They did. I mean, it just hooks right here. Goes up through the firewall. Let me try to get a good shot of this. Kind of right down. There you go. You kind of see the shaft going through right there. But looks good. I'm real happy with the product. So, still got a lot of work to do. We got our parts table sitting over here. This is stuff that needs to go to the shed. More stuff that needs to the shed. So we're going to be building a couple of these cars. This is my first car. It's a 79 Cutlass. I also have a 79 Malibu for my daughter and a 78 El Camino for my son. So we got to get this down so we can do it 2 more times. But they're not going to go this wild. I'm going to go a little above and beyond because I got to be better than them. But we got a lot of parts. We got a lot of things to do. So I guess stay tuned. We'll just kind of do one thing at a time, and I'll start videoing. I haven't really videoed to this point, but so far it's just been getting the driveline in. I did a video on the 9-inch I put in there, but I've done the 9-inch. Got the cage in, which it's not certified or anything. It's just more or less to stiffen the body up. I've notched the rear here so that way I can fit some wider tires on. So we've put some work in, but right here is like the part where things start to get interesting. We're going to be doing, we got a new fuel tank over here underneath this shelf. I got pumps, Evil Energy lines, sending unit to help tie in. And then we got to do coils. We got to do the wiring harness, which we're going to do a fast standalone system, Sportsman Edition, the XFI. So we're going to be doing all the wiring on that. We got some new vintage gauge clusters that we're going to put in. So we got a lot of stuff we got to do. So start videoing. But I'm going to end this now. So stay tuned.